And welcome to this new edition of NEWSPASTY. And here we are. Look at this. What is this? Yes, it's the dead eyes of someone who works for the BBC on a full-time basis. I don't know who this lady is, but she looks like she's staring into the abyss. She has looked into the void, and she has seen her own destiny, and she is sold out. Maybe she's got black eyes. Has she got just all black eyes? They look all pretty black to me. Well, anyway, let's find out what she's going to say.
We start this hour with some breaking news.
We start this hour with some breaking news. My soul has been lost to the devil. Oh. Well, what's the breaking news? It looks down south. If you look down south, it says Trump charged on 2020 election fraud issues in Georgia. They love pumping out these lines. Charge, charge, charge. Not necessarily convicted. He's innocent until proven guilty. But of course, they want to trump it all up, don't they? These so many times as that's been used over the past few years, I should shoot myself.
3 suspected spies for Russia have been arrested in the UK.
Oh my God! It's not even Trump! It's 3 suspected Russian spies suspected again! Innocent until proven guilty, but they want to scare you. And what have they been doing? What have these Russian spies been doing? Have they been hanging around in toilets doing dead letter drops in the darkness of nightclubs like the 1960s? No, I bet not. I bet not. Let's find out from old Deadeye McGee's over here.
The BBC can reveal. The defendants, all Bulgarian nationals, were held in...
The defendants, all Bulgarian nationals, have been held because they agree with Russia and not Britain. And if you agree with the other side, you're probably going to get held. Now, I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe they are spies, but what's a spy? Nowadays, you're publicizing everything. They know the game. Everybody knows the game. What are they going to do? Novichok? Are they looking for Sergei Skripal? Bet they are, aren't they? Are they looking for Sergei Skripal, whose handler was a really big guy? What was his name? Pablo Miller, really big guy within MI6 was Sergei Skripal's handler. And who was his handler? Who was his controller? Who was Pablo Miller's controller? Oh, it's Christopher Steele who wrote the Trump dossier. It's all connected. And MI5, MOD, they're all dirty as dirty can be. They got the special laws. Oh, they can put you in the pasty. They could cook you in the oven. What you going to do about it, bitch?
February and have been remanded in custody since.
Gotta say, actually, I should stop again. They've been remanded in custody. Okay, you got the... I mean, that guy likes pies. That guy likes fish and chips. And she doesn't eat enough. She's got massive eyes. Look at those massive Bulgarian eyes.
Now, it is alleged they were working for the Russian security services.
Alleged.
Now, they are charged with possessing identity documents with improper intention.
Oh, what? Oh, sounds bullshit to me. Bet you this just turns out that they've got false documents and they're Bulgarian nationals and they're just trying to stay in Britain. Bet you that's what this is. And they're being charged with being Russian spies because it's fantastic. One of them probably speaks a bit of Russian. They're all like, get straight in there. Now, if these are actually Russian spies, I tell you what, I'll chop off both my big toes live on daytime TV, mainstream daytime TV. I'll chop off both my big toes. I'll have Philip Schofield chop off both my big toes with his backdoor guillotine.
And they are alleged to have had these knowing they were fake. And I just want to recap
what they knew
on that information.
They knew their fake IDs were fake. Is that the BBC telling you the news? These people, Russian spies, have been arrested from Bulgaria. Have been arrested for having fake identity documents. Where's the spying? They're just fake identity, and they knew they were fake. They weren't carrying it around going, "Oh, this is my real name. This is my real address," even though I don't even recognize or respond when called to such a name.
We are just getting in here into BBC News. We start with this breaking news. 3 suspected spies for Russia
are the size of
have been arrested
pasties.
in the UK.
Shaped
The
like 'em
defendants,
too.
we know, all Bulgarian nationals, were held in February. They have been remanded in custody.
Wait a minute, breaking news. We can reveal that in February, okay, I just had to check the date, it's August. So these guys were remanded in February for having fake documents. They're Bulgarians, they knew they had fake documents, they've just been kept as Russian spies since then. Do you get a feeling that there's an element of like a whiff of Guantanamo Bay happening in Britain right now, where they can say, you're basically a Russian. I appeared on Russian TV the other day. Did you know that? I appeared on Russian TV. Yeah, they asked me to go on a documentary to talk to Klaus Schwab, and I love talking about Klaus Schwab. But yeah, does that mean I'm going to be arrested next? My eyes are shaped like pasties too. My heart is shaped like a pasty. My toes are shaped like pasties. My God, I'm just a walking collection of miniature pasties mixed with massive pasties.
It is alleged they were working for the Russian security services, and what we know is they are charged with possessing identity documents with improper intention, and they are alleged to have known, to have had these knowing they were fake.
Of course they knew they were fake. What's going on? 1 minute 17. She's repeated the same information over and over again, trying to get it in your head. These people had fake documents. They knew they were fake. That is one of the silliest things. Like, this guy murdered someone and he knew it was a murder. This guy stole a TV and he knew it was a TV. This guy has done something wrong and he knew what he was doing wrong. Of course he knew what they knew. Is it carrying false ID? Really? Honestly, is this woman, and she's got pasties for brains.
And we just are going to bring you some more on this now.
Go on,
Let's
more,
cross live to the
They
Old
say
Bailey
more.
to get more on this breaking news with Daniel DeSimone. And Daniel,
Daniel DeSimone. Hey, Daniel DeSimone. Look at him. Dead eyes. Black. It's like, I get a feeling like, what's it called? The one with Donald Sutherland where he points at you and goes, is what he's going to start doing anytime soon. You know it. Oh my God, it's so scary.
This news, of course, just coming in. Just tell us what we know.
I think that's what he's going to say anytime soon.
Well, so we've just broken this news on the BBC.
We've just broken this news. That happened in February on the BBC. We've just broken this news on the BBC. We've just broken this news. It's so desperate to say that, obviously, because they very rarely break any news. They're just repeating shit to you. Shit that's been told to them by basically 2 organizations, Associated Press and Reuters, tell them what to say. And who tells them what to say? Well, whatever makes the news. Live at the Old Bailey, suspected Russian spies arrested in the UK 6 months ago, and we're breaking this news on the BBC. We're so ahead of the game because the MOD came to us and said, oh, this happened. So we're breaking it.
3 defendants, all Bulgarian nationals, were arrested and charged in February this year. Right, okay, this is the 3rd or 4th time they're repeating this information to us. She said, we're going to go and find out more now, and we're going to go and we're going to talk to Daniel the Wank, and he's going to tell us what the Wank thinks. He's going to tell us the lowdown, exactly the same thing that I've told you over and over again. So what's he going to say next? What's the next line? Is it going to be that they had fake passports that they knew were fake? There have been court hearings in the case, but we're reporting it for the first time.
First time. Breaking.
The defendants
first
are
time.
2 men and a woman.
And a woman.
They
We've
are,
already explained that.
Basically, all Bulgarian nationals.
They're basically all Bulgarian nationals. That sounds a little bit weak.
The men are in their 40s. The woman is in her 30s. They were actually arrested under the Official Secrets Act.
So they're arrested under the Official Secrets Act for document violation. And look at the way he's speaking. Like, he has to be so super careful because they're in league with the devil. They're doing the MOD's job for him here. They've been told what they got to say, and they're saying it. They're just the state line. This is the apparatus. This is the massive machine. This is Winston Smith decides what gets thrown into the fire or not, doesn't he?
Properties were searched in London and in Great Yarmouth in
and all they could find was the documents that showed they had false identity.
Norfolk, and they're charged with possessing fake identity documents, including.
Okay, and don't tell me. Did they know that they were fake? Are you going to repeat that line, please? If this is the third or fourth time they're repeating the line and they knew they were fake, like who? I can't even imagine why you would need to say that.
Passports, ID cards for 9 different countries. That includes the UK, France, Italy, and Bulgaria, and they're charged with possessing them, knowing they were fake.
Oh, is that really the law? Is that really the law? You possessed them knowing they were fake. So can you get off with that law if you can say, I don't think they're fake? I think they're real. I thought they were real. I thought I went through the process. So I paid someone else to go through the process. I thought that was real. If you could get away, can you get away with it then? Or is that really the law? Possessing fake documents and knowing that they were fake. Is there a different law that's possessing fake documents and not knowing that they're fake? Or is there a separate law possessing real documents and not knowing that they're fake? Hey, that was a confusing one. Anyway, Daniel DeWank, what do you have to say?
The allegation is that they were working for the Russian state, for the.
Well, I have to say, I got to pause him again there because he did say earlier they had documents for 9 different countries. That is pretty sexy. I mean, that is pretty sexy. But if they were maybe document makers or they were roaming around doing a load of stuff and they had done that in multiple countries, well, you go to one country and you get away with living on a fake passport, then what's the point of not going to another country? If it's fake enough that they were able to get into this country, if they were good enough that they were able to get into this country, then they were pretty good passports. So maybe. But still, February, breaking the story now, repeating the same information. Repeat.
Russian security services. They are Bulgarian, but that is the allegation. We understand that they have lived in the UK for between 15 and 10 years. The man who lived.
Whoa, 15 and 10 years. Like, they've been in this country for over a decade and they're going to try and say they're Russian spies. Well, if they are Russian spies, deeply implanted Russian spies, all well and good. But I think this is more like all well and bad.
In Great Norfolk, all in Rusev is in his 40s. He came to the UK in around 2009, has worked in a series of jobs. The other 2 are visa.
What? No, you worked in a series of jobs. Did he just say that? He bloody worked in a series of jobs. A series of jobs.
Visa Dzambabov and.
Whoa, Biza Zabambadov. Okay, now we're going back again. Here we go.
Dzambabov.
We're going back a bit further.
To Visa Dzambabov.
Biza Zabambadov. Oh, I can't say it. Biza Zamandabov.
Visa Dzambabov.
Dzambabov. Biza Zabambabov. Oh, did I already say it wrong? I've only just said it. Okay, let's try. Everybody, repeat after me.
Visa Dzambabov.
Biza Oh God, this is hard. Okay, right. I'm making a fool of myself. Making a fool. God, Daniel DeWank, please help me not make a fool of myself.
Visa Dzambabov.
Dzambabov, Biza, Zabambabov, Zadambabov, how can I forget it that quickly? Oh, that's hard. Let's one more time.
The other 2 are Visa Dzambabov.
Dzambabov. Biza Zabambabov. I can't get to the second. I say Biza and then I like Zabambabov. Is it Zabambabov? Because I thought it was Zabambadov. Is it Zabambadov?
Biza Dzambabov.
Dzamba. Dzambabov. Dzambabov. Biza Dzambabov.
The two Biza
Dzambabov, Biza Dzambabov, Biza Zadan. Oh my God! Now, if you were a spy, wouldn't you choose a name like Biza Dzambabov so that people can't say your name? No, that's his real name. I mean, that's maybe how you're chosen. It's like. Biza Dzambabov is like the Bulgarian Jason Bourne.
And Katrin Ivanova are described as a couple who live together in Harrow in northwest London.
They live together harrowingly in northeast London.